Stock market update, June 11th, 2021, 9:30 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time. We see that the stock market did this today. Opened up here, sold down here, pushed up to here, and basically closed almost exactly where it opened. It closed 11 cents higher than where it opened. And it's like we made a new all-time high in the S&P 500. Wasn't hey, actually wasn't I predicting that for quite a while lately? Wasn't I predicting it? Didn't I say that I think the S&P 500, the stock market is going to make all-time highs pretty soon, sooner or later, even if it was only by a penny? Well, let me pat myself on the back. Good job. Speaking of good job, give me a thumbs up on this video for predicting that for you. Did that really help you out? I have no idea, but give me a thumbs up anyways. Show me the love. Show me the love on the video. So that we see that's what the stock market did, and it's Friday, so let's take a peek ski at the weekly chart. Move this out. 6 months. All right, the weekly, we see the weekly looks almost like the daily, except for a little bit wider range in the body. So we basically have been going sideways, and yeah, it's up, but it's not really up that much. It's up by a couple pennies, maybe 10 to be exact. But you know, nonetheless, it is all-time highs. We got quite a bit of a spread between the 50-day moving average, the 200-day moving average, and less between the 20 and the 50, but still quite a bit of ways. And you see the price action is quite a bit of ways from the 20-day moving average. The last time it really got close to the 20-day was around here. Here, a little bit of pullback over here, but this is where it really got close. Could we see something? Could we see a little bit of pullback? Not like necessarily a crash, but just normal kind of volatility in the stock market. Maybe we could. Nothing super interesting there. W. Let's look at the financials, and so now we see more of the big picture of the stock market. So let's look at the financial sector of the stock market. Okay, sold off, and then today we opened up in the bottom 50% of this big sell-off candle from Thursday, and gained a little bit of ground, but not too much. Now we'll have to see if where is the resistance going to be? Is it going to be right here? Because see this candle, it's almost, the body of it is a little bit higher than the 50%. Looks like the full candle trading range is about 50% of this candle. So let's look at that to be our first level of resistance. And the 20-day moving average is right around in there. So let's see next week if XLF is going to stay on that bottom side, which maybe it will. Looks like right around here. It's in that same area. What's the price point on that? Somewhere in the high 37, mid 37 to high $37 range. XLF on the weekly. That looks pretty bearish on the weekly. Engulfing this. So now we're right over here. Lots of distance. Last time there was really a pullback. So this would indicate that if the financial sector is going to sell off, then that puts some downward momentum on the overall stock market. And when we look at the technology sector is going up. Maybe I heard there was something about the technology companies getting more money from the government, and so maybe that's making investors bullish on it. We see Thursday there was a big candle to the upside. Not too much movement today, but it still opened and closed higher than yesterday's prices, starting to push against this the highs over here. So we're right up in there into resistance, or nearing it. The weekly, nice run up, but we're definitely in this resistance area right up here. Lots of distance between there, less. And let's look at the small cap stocks. Okay, small caps had been selling off, and a little bit of a bump today. We see that today's candle is in the top 50% of yesterday's sell-off, and it's been down, up, but we're still back to the same prices. In fact, if you look at the Qs, we're still back to these same prices. You look at XLF, we're still back to these same prices. Look at the S&P 500. If I didn't tell you and you didn't somehow hear that this was made a high, does it really look like it? Does that look impressive? No, it kind of just looks sideways, right? So I had thoughts from the beginning of the week that we're gonna see more sideways action. When you got the financials going down, small caps going down, technology going up, kind of makes for a bit of a sideways market. And what might next week give us? Well, I do think in a way things are looking a bit weaker, and we could, it wouldn't be unreasonable to have some sort of sell-off, you know, just like this, you know, not anything major, even like this. That's not a crash. That's just normal kind of, right, selling off on the way up. So it's been since May since we've had a bit of a sell-off. So maybe maybe we can see a bit of a sell-off, or maybe these technologies will start leading the way. So maybe if the technology stocks can get past this resistance, then perhaps that might help push the whole market up. However, if the technology stocks start selling off too, and we have the financials a little bit weak, and we have the small caps a little bit weak, then maybe we get all three of those moving down, then maybe we'll see more things move down. Until then, show your good buddy Brett some love. Show me that love. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, head on over to the Facebook group, become a member of the Facebook group, mosey your way over to the website, put your email address in there, and leave me a message somehow. Tell me about yourself. Let's either have a conversation over some sort of phone, whatever one it's going to be, over Zoom, and we'll get to know each other. And if we have some synergies, maybe we can figure out a way to maybe potentially do some business together, or just expand our network. So you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.